welcome to the She Elite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
Thank you.
The all elite Katie Kinsey.
All elite Katie Kinsey, Katie W. If you're Matt Ritter, you can call me Katie Vick. Like, I got nicknames for days, yo. Nicknames for days. Joined with me, of course, is my lovely co-host. She is the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing, Cody Rhodes eating, because Cody Rhodes is a bitch, like Arn Anderson said, the spice of life, the sassiest senorita, that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my Adam Cole baby. I remember this time.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm talking about Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing all right, actually.
Good.
All right. Glad to be back another week.
Another week? It was a great time.
Yeah.
It
is something I look forward to.
You know what? Good. This is my goal, to make sure you have a good time. The people who are currently in our live chat, so twitch.tv/SheLeet Showcase, all one word, they're having a fun time. If you click the link tree in my bio on Twitter, that's at KatieWrestling13. It is, oh god, I gotta go here, down there, if you're watching the video.
Yes, it is.
I got that link tree, take you to the YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Apple Podcasts is pissing me off and not cooperating.
So, to be determined on that one.
To be determined. We're not on iTunes yet, but we're on other places.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. You know, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, the YouTube, feel free to subscribe. Subscribe so we can get that custom URL. So I can just say youtube.com/SheLeet Showcase.
Which you cannot do at the moment.
We cannot do until we get 50. We need 50.
So come on now.
Tell all your friends.
And your family.
Tell them all.
Put it on a banner and hang it up somewhere. Who cares?
I like that. You like us?
I can make the banner.
We got you. I'm still trying to figure out merch stuff.
Ooh.
I know. And also, while you're in the description for everything, what?
Yeah.
You started laughing.
I was just gonna say, no. I was just gonna say that when we get the merch rolling, if we could please have a shirt of just my long ass intro.
I can make that happen.
Like, even if it's just like, you know, what you'd say, like the Young Bucks Nation sensation, like just like that, and then a little check mark box, and then like have that with every single thing you list.
I think we might have to make that. You're gonna have to remind me because I'm gonna forget.
Cody Rhodes eating all the check marks.
All the check marks. We should have one though that isn't like a check mark yet, that we can just leave blank. You know?
Yeah.
We'll have to figure one out.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it could be something.
Let us know.
Maybe it could be something with. Oh my god, you know what would be funny? Is if they put like the Jericho and then it could be a check, but it could be like scratched out. Like, no.
Stop.
Nah. No.
I would like that, honestly. That'd be good.
Yeah, there you go. Now we have ideas.
I'll get it figured out.
Yeah, if you need me to design it, I'll freaking design it.
Say less. Also, if you're in the descriptions of our videos or the audio, feel free to hit up Justin, our guy at Heel Tactics. He created the intro for this. He created the intro for Inside the Mind. In the Crowd, which will debut sometime next month, so October. Actually, when this goes up, it will be October, so this month.
I know, right?
In October.
I know, right? Oh, how's October already here? What the hell?
He also created the beat for Savannah Show, which she will talk about
once
we get there. In a minute. But yeah, at Heel Tactics on Twitter or Jalen on the beat. Man's a fucking genius. Go give him some love. He's created intro or music for all of the podcasts we're friends with. We love and respect that man. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to Justin. Actually, and shout out to Matt for introducing us to Justin.
I know, right? Thanks, Matt.
So thank you, Matt. Thank you, Justin. Alright. Are you ready for news and rumors?
Yes, I
Would you
am.
like to do yours first?
That depends. I know last week.
Okay, I don't. Okay, I do
Like,
not.
are you gonna go often?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I know you have something specifically you wanted to say.
Oh well,
So that's
okay,
why I'm
okay.
like, do you
I
want to
was
say
thinking maybe after.
yours?
Yeah, you know what? I'll say it before. Why not?
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
And I do have one more afterwards, but it's
I mean,
probably something.
you can just do both.
Okay, well, I'll do the less important one after.
Okay.
But the one that Katie's referring to is so my show, the New Japan Takeover, that I'm still really excited for. Don't get me wrong, is gonna be postponed. Like the debut is gonna be postponed until probably January. I know it's pretty far. Like why that long? I kind of thought about it for a while, and after school fucking broke me today, I just realized that adding this on top of everything I have right now, it's just gonna be way too much. And I kind of noticed that when I tried, catching up on the G1, which I'm still technically not caught up on, and I felt like not only was I missing things, but I just felt very anxious watching, which is something I've never felt watching wrestling. I usually feel relieved when I'm watching it. It's more of an escape, and now it's the stress is there too. It just it was the worst feeling watching wrestling and feeling super anxious about it. And I also wasn't even enjoying it because I was too focused on making sure I have to get things done right, or having to make sure I don't miss certain things, and make sure I take notes on this, make sure I take notes on that. So I wasn't even enjoying it, and I realized that like I don't want to do something either half-ass or something that I'm not enjoying. So I'd rather wait until January, which when one I will be off from this hell of a semester, and two, Wrestle Kingdom is there, as Matt calls it, WrestleMania in Japan, or whatever he calls it. It's
Japanmania.
Japan Mania, yeah, because that is the biggest pay per view for New Japan. I think that's another good place to start, if not the G1, and it's also the beginning of the year, so it's kind of like a really good way to start. The beginning of the year. And again, like I said, I'll be off school, so I will have time. I haven't even finished the damn logo, so I'm not done with the logo. I haven't even made the intro. All I have is the music, which thanks again to Justin. If it weren't for him, I'd have nothing. So
And this
I
is where
have
I
the
tell
music.
Savannah to breathe.
Yeah, like I have the logo. No, oh yeah, no, I'm fine.
You're talking so fast. You're like, I feel like you're gonna hurt yourself.
No, I feel fine. I don't know, but yeah. So it's just I thought I could do it, and this semester just turned out to be a lot harder than I thought.
And that happens.
So I do still want to apologize if you were kind of looking forward to it, because I know I said I was gonna come out with it at some point, but it's becoming a lot at this point. And again, I didn't like that I wasn't even enjoying one of my favorite companies, and that I was feeling anxious while watching it. I'm like, I'm not supposed to feel like this when I'm in my escape, which is wrestling.
Exactly. So yeah, school comes first.
It has been
Savannah's mental health and everything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry. My nose is itchy.
You're fine. So if you were waiting for this New Japan show, you can wait a little longer. It'll be a nice treat to start the new year.
Yeah, and I don't want to give you. I don't want to give you guys something that you're not gonna like, or more importantly, that I'm not even gonna like. If I'm not even happy doing this, or I'm not happy with how it's turning out, because it's either rushed or half-assed. I don't want to start off like that. I want to start off nice and fresh and clean and with something good.
Yeah, and
so that's the big one that I wanted to talk about as far as news. Rumors, I do have one. It's pretty fucking shitty though.
No, go ahead.
So that same friend that gives me all my news, he's told me about Andrade's debut, Malachi Black's debut. He's been right about Punk's debut. He's been right about everything, pretty much. So, like I said, you could take this with a grain of salt, but it's more than likely, maybe 60% sure it's gonna happen. So I know there's the anticipated Cody Rhodes heel turn. That's not the rumor. The rumor is that he is set to get another TNT Championship run, and it can be as soon as Full Gear. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Fuck Cody Rhodes. That's
sorry.
No, that's
sorry, Reek. I know I'm the Cody Rhodes eating person, but you know what? I already ate, so you know what? I'm not gonna go off.
She already
So that's again, it's a rumor, so still take it with a grain of salt. But that's what's
No, that's
apparently gonna happen.
well, apparently. So you know how like Cody, Kenny, and the Bucks are EVPs. They apparently don't have power really anymore. Everything has to go.
They lost their creed.
Yeah, they
lost their creative power.
All four of them did, because like they.
I wonder if it has to do with that rumor of them not being on good terms.
Well, it still was saying that the three of them are fine, and then Cody's kind of like the outlier. So everything goes through Tony Khan. Tony Khan is the last say now. So like even if
ruins everything.
I mean, it was probably all four of them being.
Go off. They want me to go the fuck off. I'm
sick of Homelander. And we're all fucking sick of Homelander. Ain't nobody want that bleach blonde looking motherfucker on our TV anymore, giving some shitty promos about.
And his shitty reality show.
Anything. Oh my god, it was terrible. I watched it.
And what makes it worse is that their fans kiss their ass so much that they boost their already big ass ego. Like, oh my god, like they're like, oh my god, it was so good. I love it so much. I'm like,
terrible. That is the.
I didn't waste my time on it.
I had nothing else to watch, and
they're the Mizanin. They are the Mizanin wannabes, honestly. Like Miz and Miz.
They're the True Value, great brand, whatever the fuck.
Great value, great value. Walmart brand, Goodwill.
That's them. That is them, and that's what that show is. The best person on that show is Cody's sister because she hates Brandy, and I said,
"Are you serious?"
Yeah. She
Cody's sister.
Her name's Teal. Yeah. Shout out to Teal. Like
wow.
When Art Anderson dumps your ass in 2020, you have no value to me. Facts. Kevin said the crowd killed him last night and booed the shit out of him. Good. Because Cody Rhodes is
I know. I'm like, who's telling them that he's good? He's not. Like.
Also, Cody ain't shit. You know why? Because this man's got sprayed with black mist, and the next week was acting like nothing fucking happened. No. That's not how that is supposed to be.
But also Cody gets a little bump on the head and he bloody mess everywhere. He's freaking eggshell. Like, I'm like, dude, you gotta pick and choose. You're either immune to shit like black mist, or you're a damn eggshell where the smallest hit can make you bleed everywhere.
Like, it was the worst. Like, Cody's sister low-key felt racist as hell. No, she just can't stand Brandy and taking the Rhodes name. She was pissed off about Brandy wrestling as Brandy Rhodes. Rightfully so. Like,
well, I remember when they were still showing the promo videos, the first clip was Brandy botching a move. I'm like, that is the perfect way to describe the Rhodes. Just a botch. She's talking
about how she wants to come back.
I'm like, no, stay the fuck home and boob feed your kid, okay? That's all you're good for.
They have a nighttime nanny.
What?
Yeah. Apparently that's a thing. They have a nighttime nanny to get the kid on a good sleep schedule.
Cody seems low-key racist. No, remember he did that amazing promo when he ended racism and talking about how United States are so united when we couldn't be more divided but by politics?
Oh my god, so that was in the first episode, right? Brandy was crying backstage. She said Cody never gets me with his promos. This bitch was crying. And you can say, oh, it was her hormones. Nah. That whole family, I mean, minus Dusty, shout out. No, they
that was
crazy.
That was the worst promo I've ever seen. I felt so uneasy watching it. It felt almost like white guilt. I was like, dude, like,
I cannot stand Cody Rhodes, and the fact that this man thinks he's the face of the company and all of this, and he thinks he's hot.
I want to do something, but it requires me. I want to do something, but it requires me standing up. Do I dare?
Do you want to, or do you want me to continue with the show?
Kind of. Just really quick.
Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
Savannah said, let me stand up for a second.
For anyone who says that Cody and Brandy are the reason AEW is a thing, more specifically Cody, I want you to take this and fucking read it. Because it's not the case. Cody and Brandy didn't do shit. I know, right? Cody and Brandy didn't do shit. If you read this,
Bro,
you
don't
know,
even have to
primary
read the Bucks
source,
book
aka
to know
Matt
this.
Jackson himself, you would know that Tony Khan reached out to Matt Jackson, not Cody, Matt Jackson, about the idea. Those two were the seeds that planted AEW. It wasn't Cody. Cody was not even on board until after All In. Kenny, Nick, Matt, and Dana, they were in. Even Hangman was in, I think, if I remember correctly.
Shout out to Dana.
And he's not even an EVP. So,
which is a damn shame. He should be an EVP over Cody, if anything.
For
like,
damn sure. But...
You don't even gotta read the book to know that Cody Rhodes ain't shit.
But and if you read this, you will know that Cody Rhodes, it's fact. I'm not even this isn't opinion based. This is factual evidence from Matt Jackson himself, because this was Matt's chapter that he wrote. Cody Rhodes considered a WWE return before taking the leap of faith to AEW. He did not do shit. He is not the king. Brandy's not the queen. That title belongs to Matt and Dana. Because you know what? She's the chief brand officer. She ain't a chief brand of shit. Just pregnant and her stupid kid.
Okay, baby did nothing wrong here. I'm not going to go after the baby.
Fine, not after the baby. Baby, you're safe.
We cannot go after the child. Liberty?
Just its name, but that's not even its fault.
Yeah.
Her fault.
They said, let's name her Liberty.
But now I think they got so much. I think they got so much shit for that's why they call her Libby now, which I think is a cute little nickname. But when you
don't worry, someone else gave birth, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name when I get to it.
Oh, Ronda Rousey,
dude. Wait, let me.
Is that a forbidden name too?
No. Let me just.
Like in the words of Brock Lesnar, I don't give a shit about your kids.
Bro, fucking. I mean, Loki same.
That was probably the best line I've ever heard in WWE.
Okay, I can't even attempt to pronounce this kid's name. Lakia. LA''AKEA.
And then try the middle name. I dare you.
Let's see. Maka Lepoa Kalanibo Brown.
That kid's gonna get bullied.
That kid's getting bullied on sight. That kid's getting decked any chance they get.
How do you even come up with a nickname? At least for Liberty, you know, they have Libby, which again I think is a cute nickname. But like, how do you come up with a nickname for that? I don't even know.
You can't. We gotta name your kid.
What happens when, you know, you're very mad at the kid and you gotta call them by their full name? Are you gonna like take a long time? They're gonna be like, well, you know what the kid's gonna say? Well, it took you long enough.
That was the hardest thing I've ever had to read in my entire life.
Trying to fit every race into one name. Oh my god.
All right, we've spent way too much time on this. Let me get to the news and the rest of the news and rumors. That was one of them. Rhonda gave birth, so I mean, congratulations to Rhonda. Even though you really just made sure your kid's gonna get fucking bullied the rest of her life. Congratulations.
Congratulations, though. Despite. I just wonder, like, you know, some people have, like, you know, meaning behind their kids' names.
What the fuck is that?
They are probably drunk and slurred that shit out.
They said they just probably dropped her like a phone on a keyboard and said, "This is what we're naming her."
They let the Ouija board decide. I don't know.
We don't fuck with Ouija boards. We don't fuck with the spirits. No, stop. No, Ronda probably does. Not my kind of white people. Ronda Rousey. Oh my god. Anyway, Sasha Banks returned in Extreme Rules. Interrupted a fantastic one-on-one match. I know. Trust me, I know. I have to say it. And we're just gonna move on. We're not even gonna ponder on it. We're just gonna keep moving.
Count on her to ruin a match, but go on.
Say less. Royal Rumble is set for St. Louis, Saturday, January 29th, which means we're getting a Saturday pay-per-view again.
That is interesting.
That is good. Thank God.
I know.
Mr. and Mrs. Holiday. Stop. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna take a serious turn for a second.
Okay.
Serious turn. Everyone focus.
Alright.
So, I don't know if you heard it because you're not really on Twitter. Did you hear about the incident that happened at PWG?
No, what happened?
Okay, one thing, Malachi Black and Brody King, I think, won the PWG tag titles.
Okay, I heard about that.
That's not what I'm talking about here. So apparently,
yeah, I know. I was like, that's not dark.
That's not dark.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a transgender fan that was assaulted and attacked at the show.
I think I heard about that. I think someone tweeted out like PWG made a statement about it. I think that's what I read.
Yeah, their statement was like no one was contacted, like the venue didn't know and stuff like that. But then people were like, well, PWG has a history of like racists and like homophobia and stuff like that. So I don't know the history of PWG. I just know people who have come through PWG. All I know is that this can't be happening anymore. It is fucking 2021. Why are fans acting like this? Why are people acting like this? It doesn't matter if you are gay, straight, lesbian, bi, trans, pan, anything. It shouldn't
Non-binary.
matter. Non-binary, exactly. It shouldn't fucking matter what you are. You're a fan. You respect other fans. No, it's not even fans. You either
other people.
You respect other people or you shut your fucking mouth. Like, plain and simple. It's not hard. Just be a respectful human being. Don't attack someone because they're different.
And it's not asking much.
No.
It's just common decency.
Be a decent human being. It ain't hard. At all. So, that pissed me off. Rightfully so. Mm-hmm. We're just gonna go past that to some better news. On Monday Night Raw, we saw the reunited Hurt Business come back.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Shelton
Benjamin and Cedric Alexander came back to Bobby's corner.
Yeah.
Wait, people were upset about this?
No, when I was trying to say people were upset when they broke up.
Oh, yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, I was like, that was probably one of the best tag teams they had going. One of the few tag teams they had going.
One of the best things they had on Monday Night Raw, especially during the pandemic era.
Yeah.
And then they said, break them up.
Nah, split them up.
We got that back, which means we can get Hurt Business versus New Day, possibly versus Bloodline.
At Survivor Series
or a War Games match? Who said it? Who said it? Everyone on Twitter is saying it. That's why.
That would be awesome.
That'd be so good. Mia
Kim does. Mia Yim does owe Kofi money.
She does. She tweeted $20. Anyone takes Shelton out. He had video proof. Shout out to Kofi Kingston.
And
Monday,
his $20.
yeah, give him his $20. Monday night we also saw Keith Bearcat Lee return. So apparently he's been using this name and has been like this monster heel in a lot of dark matches and stuff. So it was no surprise, and the meaning behind it, if that's the actual meaning behind it, I want to hear from Keith Lee first, which I don't remember if there actually is something that says it. But if the reason he's taking that name is that reason, then yeah, it's to showcase another black male. I believe they were a world champion, I think. I probably should have looked this up beforehand. Whoops. Bearcat
oh well.
Wrestler? Bearcat Wright? Okay.
There, Reek said it, paying homage to Bearcat Wright.
Thank you. Yeah, he was a American professional wrestler, popular in the 50s and 60s.
Damn.
Yeah. He became wildly popular as a babyface. Racial tension, he was still a babyface. So good. Shout out. He was a champion, wasn't he? Championships and accomplishments. Yes. He's also in the Hall of Fame.
That's good.
I didn't know that. Class of 2017. Yeah, he's won quite a few titles. NWA.
Really? 2017?
Yeah, he's in the 2017 Hall of Fame.
Damn, okay. I thought it would have been, I don't know. I don't know why I thought it would be a little more like, not recent, but.
You would think, but no, good for that. So, if that's actually the case, shout out to Keith Lee. Sorry, Keith Bearcat Lee. Put some respect on his name. I already said Ronda gave birth. That poor kid.
To her.
It was said on Dark, which I know ain't nobody watched Dark, but Kiera Hogan has signed with AEW.
Yeah, it's official.
It's official. Shout out, which means Kiera Hogan can hopefully get some wins now.
Yeah, again, I don't know how many more news and rumors you have, but if you don't mention this, then I have one.
All right, I got a few more.
Okay.
The Knockouts Knockdown Tournament, which I kind of touched about 2 weeks ago, maybe. It's October 9th is when it's actually happening. They announced the first 3 women who are going to be in that. Mercedes Martinez, shout out. Lady Frost, who I watched at Empower, that NWA special they had. She's really good. And Renee Michelle, aka Drake Maverick's wife. She's actually pretty good. She was on that pay-per-view too. She was in a tag team. She's pretty good.
I think they just never gave her a chance. They were too busy having her be married to Drake Maverick and getting jealous over the 24/7 title.
True. Facts.
Also, wait. I haven't really kept up with NXT. Please don't tell me that Drake Maverick's whole purpose now is just to plan or teach Nakazawa and R-Truth how to get the title back. Please tell me that's not what he's doing now.
Did you say Nakazawa?
Nakazawa. Not Nakazawa. Akira Tozawa.
There you go.
There you go. I don't know why I said Nakazawa. That's Kenny's goon.
That's the wrong goon, Savannah.
Yeah, wrong goon.
I mean, that's
sorry.
basically his thing now. But he's on Raw.
Really?
So.
Oh man, I watched some of his matches in NXT.
So did I. He was good. But once Killian Dane got released, that it was game over basically.
Poor Drake Maverick.
Something we found out on Wednesday. John Huber,
okay, then yeah.
The Legacy Foundation was created. If you can see the video, Savannah shirt, Mr. Brody Lee. Shout out.
Yes, I wore it today.
His wife and brother and other friends created a foundation for him that'll start in 2022, and it's going to be for... See, like, I read it, and I was going to write down what it actually was, but basically, they said John would do anything, or Mr. Brody Lee, if you will, would do anything for his family, and, like, wrestling was his main goal, and it's basically going to help teach people in specific fields, like creative fields, how to like manage money and like provide for their family and stuff like that. It's a fantastic idea, and they're accepting like the first group of people in 2022. So I love that they're doing that. And it was on the show, or they did before the show. They had in Rochester, which was Brody's hometown, where he was supposed to debut.
But then fucking COVID ruins everything.
And then COVID ruined everything, as it always does.
Fuck you, COVID.
So, I love that they're doing that. And she was on the show, and, like, everything with her and negative... I was crying. It was not okay. She's
a freaking badass, the way she just told off the evil...
Get your asses in the ring.
And they listen, though. I'm like...
Would you not listen to her?
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, as they should have, but I'm just saying the fact that all she had to do was just stare them in the eyes and tell them to get their asses again.
She said, not tonight. This is for him. And, like...
Yeah.
And Negative One threw papers at Evil Uno. And
that was the best part. He threw that shit at...
Yeah, he did. He even hit Stewie, threw him so hard. Kid's got power.
I know. Watch out, future wrestlers. He's coming. Negative One.
Negative One. Give him 20 years. He's coming for y'all. Leo Rush is also signed with AEW. That was announced during the show. In the main event, Sammy Guevara, the new TNT champion.
And did you hear what happened after?
Bobby Fish
is
going to challenge him for the title next week.
Yes,
which means we can probably get Bobby and Cole backstage, which we probably won't. People are hyping it up, but I really don't think we're going to. I mean, we can dream, you know? And the last thing I have is Shane McMahon left WWE again.
Is it official?
Pretty sure.
Because I read something about that, and I thought the way they made it seem like is like he's not really gone like in a managerial role, like a backstage role, but like as like an onstage talent, he's done. But I could be wrong.
I don't know. We all kept talking about it in the cafeteria. Shout out. that he left to basically sell weed. I don't even. Oh wait, he's running weed operation on the West Coast. Thank you, Mr. Advocate Rick
That's
Havoc.
the new Raw Underground.
Oh my god, it is.
Raw Underground's now a meth lab.
Okay, whoa, hey, this ain't Breaking Bad. Let's chill.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Breaking McMahon.
Anyways, today, or did you have anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay, were you seeing if I was gonna say the John Huber thing?
No, I was gonna see if you were gonna say the Bobby Fish thing.
Oh, no,
I knew you were gonna mention the John Hubert thing, because how could you not? Like,
how
that
could
was...
you not? I would be disrespectful if I didn't.
Yeah, no.
I'll have to look at that later. Today in women's wrestling history,
Yes.
Raw 2019. There was listen, I was struggling to find something. It was hurting. So Raw 2019, we saw two women's matches. We saw Sasha Banks take on Alexa Bliss, and Sasha Banks won. And we saw Lacey Evans win against Natalya. Now here's where all four of those women are now. Sasha Banks just returned. Lacey Evans is
again
very pregnant. She's like 33 weeks. She's about to pop. Natalya is a former women's tag team champ. She lost them titles. Shout out to Super Brutality. And Alexa Bliss is apparently taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
And when she comes back, we might get old Bliss back. Not Fiend
Someone
Bliss.
needs to perform it. Okay, but someone needs to perform an exorcism on her. That would be cool. And then she can come back.
I would pay to see that. Oh wait, she's getting sinus surgery.
Ooh.
And this is coming from our advocate. This is our main man here. It's the source of our news. So I trust him.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, is it gonna be Sasha's new thing to lose a title? Not just that, but lose a damn title and then leave for months.
Probably.
I'm like, just stay the fuck away then. I couldn't care less. Obviously, Becky's back, so we don't need you anymore.
Honestly,
like if you returned at SummerSlam, well, I know she was supposed to be at SummerSlam, but I'm just saying if she dipped and came back at SummerSlam, I guarantee you her.
I mean, it's her own fault she wasn't at SummerSlam.
Her pop would not have been nowhere near as big as Becky's. Facts. Just saying.
Facts. I mean, it's her own damn fault she wasn't at SummerSlam. I'm just saying.
Do you know exactly why the unforeseen reason is?
She wouldn't get vaxxed, bro.
That's the reason?
I'm 90% sure that's the reason. I might need our advocate to...
That bitch! Just get yourself vaccinated!
That's why they weren't doing...
You selfish bitch!
I mean, she's apparently vaxxed now because she showed up.
Yes, former selfish, and still kind of selfish bitch.
She either got vaxxed or found a town that will allow her in not vaxxed. That's all I gotta say on that subject. Savannah! Until we hear back from Reek. BTE, what happened, if anything, that related to Dynamite this a week?
That's a good question.
If nothing happened, easy breezy.
I don't think anything happened, honestly, because, again, I think they just went shopping like little girls again.
That's true.
Like high school girls. But honestly, that is kind of what I'm living for. It is, but I just wish it wasn't just like a tiny little, like, minute and a half, segment, where they just go shopping and then that's it, because that's what it used to just be. It wasn't even like past the 10-minute mark. It used to be like maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, and it was just basically them documenting their lives. Like, it wasn't scripted, if you will. And so I enjoy those little unscripted moments. Like, for example, when Matt talked about his shoes, obviously he wasn't being a heel. He wasn't being like the bad guy. He was genuinely upset. You could tell he was trying to hold it in. Like, I felt his wife got him those shoes and they were stolen. That was Matt. That was Matt Jackson talking to us, not the heel. That wasn't his character. And I enjoy things like that, So it's good to see those. I just wish it wasn't like for a tiny portion of it.
I agree.
Other than that, the only thing that technically, I can't believe it. Technically, it does count because it does have something to do with Dynamite, or was it Rampage? It was one of them. I think it was one of them. I don't remember, but there was I don't even remember if it was a mattress segment. This is how much school has fucked with me. Carl Anderson, while the Super Elite was in the ring, Carl Anderson wasn't there. It was just Gallows. I don't know what the real reason is, but the made up reason, you know how they do that on BTE where they come up with reasons why shit happens, like with Matt Seidel's botch, they said Nakazawa oiled up the turnbuckle.
Yep.
Okay, well they did something like this, and the reason why he wasn't there was because apparently he had to take care of personal business. And and he wasn't finished yet, and their music was already playing, so they had to go. I think it was a super click match. I want to say
a super click match.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, so there we go. That was that was this past Friday. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, so you're right.
See, because I was getting this one. I was just getting this one confused with last week's, like the BTE episode. But yeah, no, it was this past.
That's why I'm here. It's the only reason I'm here. I got your back.
Yeah, so other than that, there's really nothing that is in continuity with.
Easy enough.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is you gotta watch out for Kenny, man. He's still kind of saying shit
He's gonna try and murder Cole again, and I'm not gonna be okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying he's after Cole. And he keeps saying shit. He keeps like, oh, if he stays in his lane and I'll stay in mine. I'm like, and they're like, Kenny, you can't do that. Kenny, you can't do that. So yeah.
So if it makes you feel any better, Dark Elevation only had 3 matches.
Really?
Now let me explain to you why. Because they filmed them the same.
Candyman?
What the fuck?
No, I didn't see. Do you know what Candyman is?
Oh yeah, but I didn't look over as to why you were saying Candyman.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it. Or I don't think I did. Or did Katie say it? Or who is it?
I probably fucking did at this point. I don't know. So the reason there was only 3 matches on Elevation was because they filmed it the same night of, oh my god, fucking Dynamite at Arthur Ashe. So people were at Arthur Ashe for hours. They were there for Dynamite, Rampage, and Elevation.
Because I know Rampage is taped right after Dynamite, no? Or is it before?
So when I went, Dynamite, they filmed a little bit of Dark Elevation. They filmed one of them before, and then a little bit after. And then for Rampage, they kind of did the same thing. Like, for whatever show.
I want to say props to them, though, for, still screaming at the top of their goddamn lungs, the loudest Adam Cole baby I've ever heard. And after watching hours of wrestling, like, props to them. They still had their voices.
Kudos.
Yeah.
Darius Lockhart should be signed. I agree. I've heard nothing but good things about that guy. His match was on Dark. Yeah. So for Dark Elevation, there was Paul White, Big Show, defeating CPA, VSK, and RSP. Yes, those are all names, apparently.
Okay.
The Dark Order, Alan Angels, Press 10, Vance, Silver, and Reynolds defeated TJ Crawford, Eric James, Kevin Tibbs, and Dean Alexander. And Thunder Rosa defeated Kayla Sparks. That was it. That was all of Elevation. Can you believe? And then for Dark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 matches. That's it.
Okay.
That's less than they normally have.
Yeah.
It's been a good week.
I know.
They're not having like 18 matches each. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it, Benji. Did you see what he said?
Yes.
God damn it. So Dark. Let's see. Thunder Rosa again defeated Nikita Knight, Cesar Bononi, and Adrian Jowd. I don't know. Defeated Ryzen and Jake St. Patrick. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson defeated Adrian Alanis and Liam Gray.
Mm-hmm.
All I hear is all I heard against an empty chaos.
It's not empty. It still got some.
Sounded empty. Jesus.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize you could hear it that much. I wouldn't have done
I
it.
don't know. I don't know if they
that
could,
loud.
but I could. So I don't know.
I'm sorry, guys.
Bear Country defeated Jameson Ryan and Brick Aldridge, which sounds like a fucking country singer. Matt Sydal and Dante Martin defeated The Factory. Ricky Starks defeated Darius Lockhart, which apparently that match was the best. Julia Hart defeated Rika Tahaka. I might be pronouncing her name wrong. Lance Archer defeated Arjun Singh. Private Party defeated Charlie Bravo and JDX. He spells it like Carly, and I always want to say Carly Bravo instead of Charlie, which I think it's Charlie.
Really?
I don't know. Kiera Hogan won her match against Leela Gray, her first win. Shout out.
Yeah.
And Preston Vance defeated Brandon Gore. That was it.
Nice.
All right.
That was easy.
I know. Wrestlers of the week. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at that. We can knock these out. We got this.
Yeah.
I went first last week, so now it is your turn.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I cheated on all 3 picks.
That's okay. Like I said, it ain't cheating because we make.
I was gonna say. I guess we can start off with tag teams.
Okay.
So I don't have not 1, not 2. I have 3 picks.
Okay.
I know.
Two, but
hold up. Give me a sec, okay? I need to explain.
Explain yourself. Go ahead.
First one is Ty J, right? Or Tay J. Because not only did they come out with their own damn music, they beat the Bunny and Penelope Ford, and they had matching gear, and it was so awesome. I loved that match, and I just afterwards, when -1 came out and they shared that hug, that was literally, I damn near cried. It was so sweet.
Oh, I teared up.
So they're my first pick, and then I was like, well, if I'm picking Tay J,
then
I had to go with the Dark Order, because not only did Manic make sure they got their shit together and -1 threw the papers at Evil Uno, they actually, came together and they won the match for Brody. And this was his show. This was his night. And I thought it was a really good tribute. So I had to go with the Dark Order. As
you should.
So despite those 2 as obvious picks, I had to go with another pretty obvious pick, at least for me. I had to go with the damn Super Click because they're back, baby. And they won their match. And I was just so happy to see them, the Young Bucks and Adam Cole. I know Kenny was probably punching a wall somewhere, but I loved seeing some Super Click on Friday, and it was a really good match. So, yeah, my 3 picks. The Dark Order, obvious. Tay J, obvious. And so Super Click, obvious, but in my case, at least.
That's fair. I also have Dark Order because they're finally back together. They did it for Brody Lee. Rest in peace. I think anytime they do a Brody episode, I'm just gonna be an emotional wreck. Probably because I had to do that episode.
Just wait until December.
Stop. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I had to go Dark Order, and because they're like I said, they're finally back together. It's great. And then I'm going New Day. I could have went Hurt Business because they're back together. But, New Day, because
it's good to have them back, honestly. All 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that Kofi and Woods got eased back, especially in that cage match, after Shelton and Cedric were on some bullshit, trying to climb into the cage and all this bullshit. No. Kofi, I have never seen someone jump that high and land on the cage in my entire life. Man came out of nowhere. Woods with a clean ass kick to the face. A nice super kick, if you will.
Yeah.
So I gotta go New Day. I love seeing the 3 of them together, and so help me God if they get broken up with this fucking draft. Which, oh yeah, the draft starts tomorrow. Technically honestly, today when this goes up.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, it's such a WWE thing to do though, but they just got back together. Why are you gonna separate them again? If you're gonna separate them again, why I'm like, if you're gonna separate them again, then why even bring them back together? Just keep them separated.
See, I don't think they will. I think what's gonna happen is New Day and Bloodline are just gonna flip. So Roman and the boys are coming to Raw. New Day are going to SmackDown. That's my guess.
That makes sense.
But I don't know.
They usually do stuff like that where they flip. Like, oh, they have a 3, tag team of 3.
Because you can't split either fucking faction up right now. You can't.
Imagine just hot. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso go to Raw. Jimmy, you're staying.
That's fucked. I mean, I feel like they do some shit. But yeah,
it would be a little funny if Roman had to pick his favorite. Like, oh, they only want one of them. That's true. He acknowledged him first. That's true.
Actually, technically Jimmy did. Because Jimmy did it after Jay got his ass beat. So, like, because Jimmy had to, like, come in and, like, stop him from open. So, I'm pretty sure Jimmy technically did. But Jay was the one who was just, like, finally, like, giving in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that sounds familiar, Katie. Yeah, because it's the truth. And also, you probably said it. But, like, it's true. A lot of people say it. Sorry, Matt. Alright, so that's our tag teams.
Yes.
Are we going mans or womans?
Womans. Let's go womans.
Alright.
So, first pick, actually, both, I'll just say both at the same time because they were from the same match, and that is, of course, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, because before Sasha Banks fucked shit up and ruined the match, and making it end via DQ of all fucking things. That match was gold. It was so good.
I hate that Sasha interfered, but at the same time, it protected both of them.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna end the match with the DQ, let the heel Becky Lynch handle it and just, like, give her a freaking chair shot to the head. Like, something. Something. Becky could have gotten herself DQ.
But we did get that fantastic meme of Becky Lynch going,
the Orange Cassidy. I know people are saying that. So, yeah. So, before Sasha ruined it, they had a really good match.
They did.
Which should have happened at SummerSlam, but instead they had Becky freaking squash her. Which, I'm gonna give Bianca, I know she's my pick also, but I'm gonna give Bianca her damn flowers for just the goddamn freaking fire she threw at Becky when she said she's like, it may have taken you 26 seconds to beat me for the title, but I heard that's how long it took Seth. I was like, oh
my god, how did I not hear that?
Yeah, she said, like, it may have taken you 26 seconds, but I'm pretty sure that's how long it took Seth or something like that. I'm like,
that's some shit she would say. I love that.
I was like, damn. I'm like, you're throwing all the damn flowers at Bianca. That was good. So I was like, that made me go, shit, take a chill pill, Bianca, damn. So yeah,
so Becky, Bianca?
Yeah, Becky and Bianca.
Good choice. I'm gonna stick with the SmackDown theme. I'm going Naomi. Now, let me explain why. As you all may know, I love me some Sonya Deville, right?
Yes, you do.
As one should. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous, dude. Her suit game, on point. But Karen Deville, gotta go.
Karen Deville.
We don't fucks with Karen Deville. I mean, I was talking about it when I did the, Smacking It Raw. I think it was the Clusterfuck 2.0. I don't know. I've been a part of too many Clusterfucks with that show. I cannot believe I need paid to do to do that shit at this point. It's great. It's a great time though. But we were talking about it on there, and I just I get it. I'm supposed to hate Sonya, but like the shit she's doing to Naomi. If it's gonna result in Sonya getting back in the ring, let's fucking go. But if it's not, then I'm just gonna be pissed off because like Naomi, saying that Naomi isn't deserving to be on SmackDown when she was a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion. She's one of the best athletes on the roster, period. And the fact that she came out and did it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for her to join the Bloodline, honestly. I know people wanted that.
Yes, if she joins the Bloodline. Because we wanted her with the Hurt Business first, because she was on Raw.
When she was on Raw.
But now, put her with the Bloodline.
Yeah, she married into the Bloodline, so you know what? It counts.
Unless, okay, New Day stays on Raw, Hurt Business goes to SmackDown. No, I lied. Send them all to SmackDown. Put Bloodline on Raw. And then if you keep Naomi on SmackDown for some fucking reason, you can have her join the Hurt Business. Or do the sensible thing, keep her with her husband, have her in the Bloodline. Just saying.
I know they actually, one thing I will give WWE props for is they do their best to keep the couples together on the same brand. I know that
the
first draft they
yes.
Yeah, the first draft they did not.
No, they did not.
I remember watching on Total Divas. I think like it was oh no, I don't think any couples got separated. Luckily, but I know like Lana and Natty were so upset because they got drafted. Lana got drafted to Raw, and Natty got drafted to SmackDown. I know they were very upset about that. So I know that, and I know what I was thinking about was when Naomi and Jimmy Uso were talking about like, well, what happens if we get drafted to different brands? You know, we're gonna only see each other like one damn day. So.
So yeah, Naomi. Who are your mans? Because I know you'll have at least two.
Yeah.
How many? Do you have?
Two.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So the first one is it was kind of obvious, but our new TNT champion, Mr. the Spanish God himself,
Sammy Guevara. Hell yeah.
Fellow Texan, right? Yeah, he's from Houston. So yes, fellow Texan.
I don't know. Is he?
Yeah, I think he's from Houston. Fellow Texan. He is our new TNT champion. I know people were kind of giving them like AEW shit, saying that Miro should have held longer. Could see that, but I'm not mad. I think Sammy deserves it. I think this is long overdue, and you know, I think it's a great title to start him off with. He could definitely, down the line within the years, win the AEW championship for sure.
For sure, dude. He's like less than 30. He's like younger than 30.
He's like 23, 24.
Yeah, he's like fucking my age. I don't want to talk. All these kids are my age and they're doing. You know what? We're not gonna do it.
I'm barely at the. I'm younger than these, except like people like Julia Hart, you know, who's 19, or Dante Martin, who's like my age. I'm like, okay, too far. I'm like, you gotta at least stay in your mid-20s where I'm not at. So yeah, Sammy Guevara, he's the new champ. He brought back the black strap. I know that, or I don't know. So. Which I honestly think was better than the white strap, but that was just me.
I think so.
I don't know. But anyways, my second pick was, despite the ridiculous loss, I am going with the Demon Finn Balor, because not only was that match so good, I had to watch it late though because there was an argument. Like, not with me, I wasn't involved, but then I got involved. Like, my mom's like, "Come over here, you need to hear this too." I was like, "Damn it!" So I had to pause it and I had to go watch. So I ended up going back and watching, and oh my god, it was so worth it. Except the ending, I was so upset. I was like, "What the hell even is this?"
It's alright.
Like,
they won't acknowledge it.
But someone made a good point. I saw like a meme page or something, or like a wrestling page that I followed on Instagram, say, how much you want to bet Paul Heyman, who was on the phone, was talking to like one of the ring enforcers or one of the ring like people in charge of the rings, and Caleb Braxton almost caught his ass. That would have been good. I think that's a good.
I saw something today on Twitter.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know how like good these like videos are, but it was a cameraman was up on the apron
and he snipped
it and then just got back down, and then the light
plot
came
twist,
back
it's
on.
one of the Usos.
But
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I was just saying that.
I like, I was almost like, yeah, it's a good idea, but I was like, wait a minute.
No, I was just kidding. But yeah, no. So, despite the loss, the ridiculous loss, it was a really good match, and it was really good to see the Demon again. It took me back to when I did watch NXT. Sorry, NXT. I watched ever since AEW came on. I kind of stopped. I kind of watch it here and there, but
you need to start watching Toxic Attraction though.
I only thing I've been kind of keeping up with is Index. That's about it.
Oh my!
I saw
that
was the Johnny Gargano meme.
Gold this week.
Johnny Gargano did the Becky Lynch thing too, with the honeymoon. That was freaking hilarious. The condoms. The goddamn condoms.
Oh my god, I can't. It was so funny.
He was looking Johnny dead in the eyes while pulling them out. I'm like,
as
nice.
At least they're safe.
Yeah.
Be safe.
So, so yeah, when I would watch NXT, I would watch Finn Balor. I remember when the Demon came, and he was in a tag team, I think, with Kenta, but at the time was Hideo Itami.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's when he debuted in a tag match, the Demon at least. And I thought it was so cool, and I loved it. I've always loved the body paint. I thought it was so cool. So it was good to see him back despite the loss. And I'm still upset that why bring the Demon back if you're just gonna freaking make him lose. I'd rather have you burn him like you did. I'd rather have you like straight up burn him like you did Bray Wyatt, because at least you could say, "Look, I killed the demon" and stuff. But like, no, he fell off the rope. Like everyone falls off the rope, off the top turnbuckle.
No, it's different when you fall off the turnbuckle. The turnbuckle collapsed.
Yeah,
I blame Sheamus because he was up on that one first.
That's true.
Finn's like a $190. There's no way he broke that turnbuckle.
Oh yeah, there's no way. Especially if you have like, people like Roman Reigns, like who are a lot bigger than him, or like even the Usos, like going up, like and freaking jumping from there.
Honestly,
Damian Priest, like they're a lot bigger than him. Vince's tiny, so there's no way his weight made the shit break.
There's no way.
Oh my god. I just read Reek's comment, that's why. But yeah, so the Demon Finn Balor is my other pick, because love that guy. I've missed him. He had to lose, though. Why?
I was gonna have multiple picks, but then I forgot, because I just got too busy. So the only pick I have is Sammy Guevara.
That's okay. It's
for the exact
reason.
reasons you said. He won the TNT title. It was definitely his time. Like, he definitely needed this, especially after everything with Fuego. It's good storytelling. The kid can go. I mean, he did a standing Spanish fly on Miro, of all people.
And he's over the crowd with the crowd.
Oh, 100%. Yo, Sammy was getting cheered countlessly when I saw him live for Dynamite and Rampage. Yeah. And Dark, or whenever the fuck he came out.
My only question is that, like, what in the hell is going on with, like, other than Dark War, and the Pinnacle? I'm like, none of these fucks are together anymore.
Silently just broke them all up. I mean, besides, like, Jericho and Hayes are still together, Santana and Ortiz are still together, and then Sammy's
off doing his
chilling with Fuego.
So see, and then you have MJF and Wardlow, but Wardlow is obviously gonna turn on him at some point.
I can't wait.
So we have also just really quick, I love when Silver and Reynolds were flirting with Wardlow on BTE.
True.
Like that shit's always
fun. Can you blame her?
Even for Valentine's Day, they gave Anna Jay thought she was getting the Valentine's cards, and they're like, "No, fucking move! You're in the way," and they gave them to Wardlow. All of them, I thought that was so funny, except 5. He gave his to Hangman, which was so cute. But I'm getting off track. So yeah, like we have FTR, because they're the tag team, and then you have Sean Spears doing. I don't know what the fuck he's doing anymore. He's AWOL again, and then you have MJF, who's now going into this thing with Darby, which I think is gonna be freaking phenomenal. I think they're both young, they're both talented.
Oh my god, yo, MJF straight up. I saw someone a picture of like a Call of Duty lobby, and they're like MJF promos be like, and it was just like a Call of Duty lobby. I was like, bro, true. This man's spitting nonsense, going low.
Oh, and I know there's a little controversy around what he said about like the allegations and stuff. I won't go too much into it. Did you hear about that? Like he brought up the allegations. Apparently there's allegations against Darby, and he brought them.
Yeah, there's 100% allegations against Darby. There has been for a while, but wait, did he mention that in the promo?
I think so, because we were like, oh, did MJF go too far and shit?
I thought he was talking about Darby's uncle dying because he was drunk driving.
Well, yeah, that too. I think he just went. I think he went after Darby in all different directions. But
MJF gave 0 fucks.
But that's what makes him good. Even backstage, apparently on Road to the Top, people were saying that MJF was like still a massive dick. So I was like, oh wow. I'm like, even backstage.
Yeah, at the very end, he said the very end, when they were doing like a preview of like the whole rest of the season or whatever, he like pops in his head and said, I can't remember what the fuck he says, but then he's like said something nice and then was a dick about it and then like walked out the door. I was like, good, MJF's gonna be the best part of the show already. He was on one scene and it was the very end. Makes sense.
Yeah, so I think the feud's gonna be really good because Darby doesn't really talk. But his moves, his in-ring, ability says otherwise. So I feel like you have someone, MJF, who I would say is more dominant on the mic, and then you have someone like Darby who's more dominant in the ring. So when you combine those two together,
I mean, Darby did say he was a champion before Max.
and like he ain't.
Because fuck Max. I hope Kevin's.
I
hope
can't.
Kevin's still here. Fuck MJF.
I know, right? He was so happy when he turned on Jericho. I'm like, you know what, Kevin? I thought we were friends. But I know people were like genuinely upset when MJF didn't beat Moxley for the title. I was like, you really think they were gonna give it to him that quickly? I'm like, dude's like 24, 25. He has time. But yeah.
Yeah. We just went on a nice little tangent.
Yes, we did.
Question of the week.
Yes.
This was sent in. Best entrance in the game right now. Now, it could be them physically coming out. It could be Titantron video. It can be both, like a combo of the two. You can do one or the other.
I think I'll do one of each, but I'll let you go first.
Of course you are.
I don't think they're going to be the same anyways, regardless.
Oh,
so I'm not going to use it to piggyback off you.
But
while you're getting yours, I'm going to get mine. I'm going to go, what I mean by get mine, I'll show you right now what I mean. Okay.
Oh, I want to say... Oh, God, that's actually really difficult. I knew this question was going to happen, and I still didn't have an answer. I really like Naomi's, right?
The glow. I always I've only seen Naomi at least as her with the Feel the Glow at live events. The only time I've seen Naomi live for like a pay-per-view was WrestleMania, and she was still
she was just
heel.
Yeah.
She was a heel with Beautiful and Dangerous, Team Bad. And so that's the only time I saw her live at a pay-per-view. Other times I've seen her at live events, and they don't allow you to take video. I don't fucking listen. I'm like, I'm gonna record Naomi's entrance because I fucking love it, and I do, and I get a bunch of pictures, and I think they're so cool.
Bro,
I think that's
bullshit. The amount of times people.
Oh, you know what I do though? I hold up my phone. I'm recording, but then I move my thumb like this, so it looks like I'm taking pictures, and the security's watching, and I'm like, nope, picture.
There was some kid at Dynamite filmed, I swear to God, every match. I was ready to throw my shoe up 4 rows and hit him and be like, put your goddamn phone down because you're in my fucking way. Thank you.
Like, if you want to, I think filming entrances, it may be some spots.
No, this man's was filming
That's
the
about
match, bro. Whole match.
Like, dude, then why'd you even show up? If you want to watch from a screen, watch from a screen at home.
Honestly. But I'm gonna go Naomi, because music slaps. Her entrance, fire. The glow thing, she dances. That's what, she's great.
And this is why she needs another title. I miss the glow in the dark title with all the.
Dude, it was so
that
cool.
Shit was cool.
So I'm gonna say Naomi, unless I can think of another one too. So you go ahead and give your answers. I'm gonna keep thinking.
This is hard though. Like, again, I had an answer for the Titantron, but like as I thought, I was like, I'm gonna do this one, and then I was like, wait, but then this one was. So it's kind of hard. It's like.
Yeah.
My favorite probably doesn't exist. What I like, a lot of them exist because it's hard to pick a favorite. Because you have
the best. This isn't favorite. This is just the best.
Oh, the best. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, even then it's kind of hard because for example, you have Chris Jericho, not much, but you have the entire crowd singing off with each other. They're not in sync, but they sing your entire theme song looking at their phones, and that's really cool. So that's one thing, but then it's like, okay, maybe it's not the best. So if I had to think of like who has the best entrance, I'm not gonna say the Demon because he just came back, and I don't even think he's gonna come back after that. So but that's another good one. See, this is what I mean.
I have a Titantron.
I have a Titantron too, but that one I kind of knew right off the bat. What's your Titantron?
Brit.
That one's the
because the teeth. Thank you, Reek, for saying it. Oh, see, now he said disappointed. No. I said my answer. Stop it. No, the X-ray.
It shows the X-ray. It shows the blood dripping, and then
Yes.
When you were in Britsburg, not Pittsburgh,
Shout out.
Britsburg, it was gold. The blood was
Yes.
freaking gold. I
Fucking
thought that
dope.
was cool.
Fucking dope.
So,
So
but
that's
like
probably best
entrance,
Titantron and
cause like,
everything. Britt
cause
Baker
here's the
alone,
thing,
she wins.
cause can entrance mean like the best entrance? I guess it's right now. I guess right. I can't use past moments because I'm like, 'cause there's like one entrance that I think of that was phenomenal, but it was only like because it was like a special entrance if you will. It was like one time, and it was a few years ago, actually 2 years ago. But yeah, so I was like, that's what I mean. But then you have like the young bucks who have like the damn streamers, and even before them, when they were heels, they had the fucking money that people would absolutely go nuts for, and they did not want to leave the show without getting some dollars, some bucks,
Bro.
pesos. So you have stuff like that. So the best one right now, and but Kenny doesn't even do this anymore. When like he had Justin Roberts announcing every accomplishment about him, and even bringing him North Carolina, and then like they had the Broom Girls, which I did not like. But the when he would come out and like the screen would kind of like Carmella's entrance at one point, and it just drops. That was cool. Um, but it's hard. It's hard. Like who has the okay? Maybe I'll just go with Titantron.
Say
So
Savannah, Jesus, you were going on a tangent here, baby.
it's because it's hard. Like, and then I'll explain what I mean when I talked about like entrances, like the special one. I'll explain which one it is, and I'll try and think of like one for right now, but for like today's time. But the Titantron is, believe it or not, one that isn't even or wasn't even used during this person's time. This was a custom fan made Titantron. And I just want to give a quick shout out to DR6 Edits on Facebook. He also is on YouTube, but this got taken down from YouTube because fuck you, YouTube. Actually, I love you, New Japan, but fuck you for taking this down with a copyright strike. But this guy made a custom Titantron for Kenny, and it is goddamn wonderful. I love it so much. First of all, Kenny's theme in New Japan is superior. I will always take that to my grave. But this Titantron was amazing. I'll send you a link, Katie, because oh my god, you need not right now, obviously, but when we you need to watch it. It is so good. And if like I know you like Kenny, but like if you try and put yourself into like my shoes, you will see where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing. So, if I had to choose an actual entrance, if I had to actually make up my damn mind, I
Hey, you're doing a lot of stalling here, ma'am.
I know. Okay, honestly,
no more stalling. Give an answer. First thing comes to your head.
Okay, honestly,
honest to God.
Kazuchika Okada.
There you go.
I know it's simple, but his like even it's because it's always before COVID. I mean, COVID doesn't count because you know what, things are different because of COVID. But you know, he had the money. You know, his first thing off the bat, the freaking coin drop is phenomenal, and he comes out and he's like royalty. Honestly, like people just respect this dude so much that it's the crowd that makes his entrance, not him. You know. Mm-hmm. And I just love it. It's a good song, and he comes out like he owns the damn place because he freaking does. So you know what? I'll go with Okada, honestly. I was gonna say Hiroshi Tanahashi, but it's kind of the same thing, and I really like his theme too. But I think it's mostly Tanahashi's gear that makes his entrance because I love his gear. Yeah.
They're just shouting Goldberg in the chat.
No, Tamagotchi. No.
Tamagotchi, you say?
I'm like, no. So like, this is what I mean, and this is what I mean by special ones. For example, this wasn't the one I was talking about, but like the Elite Squad, that was a one-time thing. But that entrance was amazing. The Dark Order entrance with Hangman and coming out with
the
this
Dark
beautiful.
Order one with Hangman was pretty cool.
That one was really good, but it was a one-time, deal. And the one I was referring to was when Kenny had his entrance at Wrestle Kingdom 13. He not only was his gear, I freaking love his gear at Wrestle Kingdom 13, but he didn't even come out to his. Yes, it had the armor, and then he had the one wing. He's the one-winged angel.
I know things.
I'll get you a picture, everyone, because oh my god, this gear, and it was just a really good entrance, and poor Kenny took like a long time trying to take the freaking parts of the gear out, but that's okay because he's Kenny. It was really good. I'm trying to find a good picture of it because like I have a bunch of them.
And
There,
this will be
there
the
we go.
last thing we do before we sign off.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, that
Like,
gear is pretty cool. That outfit's
he had
pretty cool.
his gear in Japan was far superior to the gear he has in AEW.
I know everything about New Japan. Kenny was better than
It always
Kenneth.
will be. It always will be. But yeah. So okay, I'm done now. We can end this now.
As Savannah went on a nice little rant trying to distract us from her actual answers.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
That's okay.
Thank you guys again for watching. We know it's another long one, but I swear one of these times we'll get it below an hour. I promise.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
It'll happen. It'll happen one of these days. One of these days. If Cody Rhodes would stop being a dumbass, we wouldn't be here.
That's true.
That's okay. This will be up Friday, so the beginning of October. Happy October, everybody. It was International Podcast Day today, so shout out to all of our favorite podcasts. Some I tweeted earlier. I'm not going to say them again because I'm lazy. If you know, you know. Shout out to the cafeteria. Yeah. The interview I had with Mr. Matt Ritter will be up Monday morning. Once Savannah edits it for me because there was a little bit of a mess up, but like that's okay. So I appreciate Savannah doing that for me. Hopefully that's the only one you have to edit for me, darling.
I don't have a problem editing for you at all.
Well, typically I just do it one shot anyways, but bathroom breaks happen, so
I was gonna say shit happens.
Yeah, pee breaks. It's okay. It happens. But that'll be up Monday. You can also check out the one I did with Mr. Wreak Havoc. I have Get Yo's Justin's done, so that'll be up mid-October. I'm very excited for this. I have the interview with me that I'm doing with those wrestling girls on the 11th, so I'm excited to do that. I'm excited. This is a good time right now. I'm very happy with podcasting, with everything we're doing right now.
Aww.
I know, it's weird. And like Sheelite, shout out, we're doing great. Everyone subscribe to the damn YouTube, please. For the love of God. Feel free
if you don't subscribe, then you're a fan of Cody Rhodes. You're a Cody Rhodes fangirl.
Oh my God. She said it.
You're
not
Cody
me.
Rhodes Sims.
She's saying it, not me.
Well,
but yeah,
it's the truth. So go subscribe.
Just subscribe, y'all, please. Por favor. Like I say, it's
sure, Cody Rhodes fangirl.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.